Sunday night. It's Sunday night. We're doing all right. We're doing live Lenormand readings, not tarot. Not tarot, but Lenormand. For one night a week. Because that's how we roll here on the TarotOracle channel. Brianna, hello. How's it going? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you hanging out with all of us. Chilling out tonight, doing Lenormand. Indeed. Indeed. It is one of those nights. It is one of those nights. Latoya, hello. Larry, hello. All right. Larry said I just did 2 of my best, most accurate readings I've ever done. Well, that's awesome, Larry. Cool. What's up? The Tarot Magician is in the house. CM is here as well. Saba, hello. Jen Knoll, how's it going? Divination Lady, how's it going? Pretty good. I'm tired. What did you do today, Brianna? I'm not tired. I've read. I finished Vicious book by V.E. Schwab. I started and finished it today. And it's like people have superpowers. Pretty interesting book, actually. Let's see. So I sort of read all day and then worked out, ate. T.R. Laveau, hello. How's it going? Ozark Oracle, good to see you again. And who else we got? Lisa. Lisa, hey, how's it going? Lisa says hi from Florida. Well, hello back from Texas. All right. Leo friend captivates my heart. Is it worth it to pursue a Leo and be with him, or will I regret it? Well, now, in general, you know, Leos are pretty cool to hang out with. Leos are pretty cool to hang out with. So, you know. Hello, do you have a business email address? Sage Advice Shared. Yes, I do. Sage Advice Shared in the description is my email address. That is my business email address. Am I a business? I guess theoretically I am. That's kind of embarrassing. Let's see. I watched your video on how to have a YouTube channel. Yes. How cool is that? Joe Johnson, hello. How is it going? Haley Crawford, hey. Divination. When you pull the cards on a live show, do you focus or does it matter? Divination, I just get the cards and I go like that. There's no candles. There's no magic. There's no... there's me throwing down cards, and that's how I roll. That is how I roll. That's when I pull the cards on the live show. I do that, literally, except not as, you know, not as hard, but, you know, I just sort of do that. Is my daughter being catfished? All right, you caught me off guard with that one. Why can't I remember any of my dreams? We got quite a bit of questions. Can you get a general reading to see if things will be improving in March? Rutlegoro, I'd love to give you a general reading. RG. General March reading. Here we go. Here we go. General March meeting. Hey, Google, pick a random number between 1 and 36. 20. So we're going for 20 today for a general reading. A general reading is going to be 9 cards, by the way. The 9-card spread is covered on my channel. I do have a complete Lenormand course where we go through all of this stuff, and you can learn how all of this works, because it probably looks confusing if you're not oriented, if you're not sort of oriented within here. Lisa, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So let's find out about a March general reading. Throw down some cards and see where we go with this. See where we go with it. Is my daughter being catfished? Okay, I'm stupid apparently. I don't know what catfish means. Does that mean someone's inserting a hook into her mouth? I don't know. Can someone explain catfish? I'm old, so I don't know. Is that new? Is that new? Or have I been too sheltered in my life? Should I have been catfished at some point? I mean, is this what's going on? Ronnie Sue, hello. How's it going? All right. So yeah, Bethany Killian, hey, how's it going? And Haley Mist, welcome. All right. So you're on top of, okay, so networking, communication, being with friends, is going to be a key factor in March, right? A key factor in March is going to be doing all those things. So it's going to be about talking to people, being with your friends, communicating with them, and all of this other stuff. Night Reader Tarot, I have no idea what catfish is. All right, someone explain catfish. Anybody. I'll take any explanation whatsoever at this point. I just don't know what it means. Catfished is when you talk to someone online, and when you meet them in person, they don't look like the pics they sent. Oh, okay. So in other words, they posted somebody else's picture. Oh, well, pretends to be somebody they're not. Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. See, I didn't know. I'm not on the Urban Dictionary. I haven't been in quite some time. If it's not a video game term, I don't know it. If it is a video game term, I know it better than anybody. It's about, March is about communicating with friends, about going out with friends. It's about keeping up with your friends. It's going to be one of the key components, right? As far as love is concerned, as far as things go with that, let's see what we're doing. Well, that's not really love. Why is happiness? A lot of things that you're trying to get done in March may not get done on time. It's going to be delayed. Things that you really want to do, things that you're excited about, may be delayed. And that's just going to sort of be a factor. It's going to be one of the main factors as well. You're just going to get delayed with the things that you've been trying to do. Things that you're excited about are going to get sort of pushed back a little bit. On the job front, it's almost like that you have a couple of different options or a couple of different activities going on either the job front or just in general, maybe the home, the job front, anything that is sort of stability is going to have different options with that. So what's under you? Are you married? Let's see, RG. I forgot who RG was. RG, are you married? Rutland girl. Are you married? Are you going out with somebody? Or do you have a significant other? Because that is very interesting. We have a cloud over the man as well as sort of a movement for you. Do you have an opportunity to be moving? Do you have an opportunity maybe for a new job or an opportunity to move from place to place, or some type of movement is involved? Either that, or that could mean that there's a man that you're sort of chasing, or a man that you're, sort of talking to and things like that. And the person may have some mystery around them. The person may not be the person that you think they are. Speaking of catfish, I don't know if they're online or not, but I'm curious what the relationship is, because we do have the clouds over the man, and then the lady has almost an arrival. It's like the man is arriving, but you're leaving almost. Type of feel with that as well. Let's see. So what's above you? Looking at things at home, I think are going to be fairly stable in March. Don't think a lot of things are going to be happening at home. Definitely need to be communicating with your parents, communicating with them to find out how they are and to just sort of catch up. That's going to be important in March as well. Let's see. Antonella, hello, how's it going? So a lot of your communication in March as well could have a factor of, being misunderstood. So we are in the Mercury retrograde type thing. Could be misunderstood. Some of your communications could be sort of hindered by misunderstandings and things like that. So, just get in contact with your parents. It seems to like be a good idea just to find out what they're doing and how it's going. I think the home life is going to be pretty steady. Some of the things engaged, he's long distance. See, that's why I like Lenormand. I just want to do Lenormand every night. I really do. Because look, is there some confusion around? Is there some confusion around him? Because he has the clouds over him. It's almost like there's some confusion about the status of the relationship. There's some things going on that you may not know about as far as that's concerned as well. The clouds sometimes sort of mean secrets. Not all the time, but sometimes mean secrets, especially if they're over the man. And we do have a movement. It's almost like either you're moving or he's moving. Somebody's moving, eventually trying to sort of fix the distance between the relationship. Let's see, engaged, he's long distance. Okay. So that may be delayed. So that also could explain this as well. If you are moving, if you are looking for sort of that reuniting type thing, that could be delayed as well. So anyway, it's probably too big of a spread for 1 month, but just in general, keep in contact with your parents, your friends, catch up with them, see how everything's going, and something is going on. If you're going to be moving, somebody's going to be moving that could be delayed. If that's going to be in March, it's definitely going to be delayed. But interesting situation there. Of course, there's confusion. That's a tough sit. Indeed. Indeed. T.O. spot on about Rutledge's relationship. That's kind of fun, right? He has lots of problems. When he's moving, he has lots of problems. Yeah, that could be the clouds in there. A lot of times, Lenormand is better with a one-on-one, you know? I'm not trying to ask you to be a one-on-one, but I'm just saying a lot of times some of the questions are sort of really iffy because you really don't know what's going on, and then it's explained, and you've been like, oh, okay. All right, anyway, Lisa wants to know, is the daughter being catfished? That just caught me off guard. Is my daughter being catfished? Hey, Google, pick a random number between 1 and 36.
29.
29. Here we go. So we're going to go down to 29. Always sounds like a game show. It does. Always sounds like a game show. Hey, Google, what is being catfished?
On the website kissbinghamton.com, they say, so let's talk about what being catfished means. A catfish is someone who pretends to be someone else online. This person completely assumes a fake identity and goes the extra mile to make their victim believe that they are exactly who they say they are. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
Oh, so even Google knows. Google knows everything. Oh, 29. Being catfished or not. What do we have? Looking for things like the mice. Well, now, that is the weirdest spread ever. Okay, this qualifies for the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen in Lenormand. I hope you don't get the fish card. Indeed. I was really hoping to get the clouds. I was really hoping to get the fox, but I got the mice. We don't have the fox. We don't have the clouds. We don't have anything that would indicate being catfished. Basically, no. I mean, basically, no. I mean, look how interesting this is. So I did 29. I did the woman, right? The man was completely random and was next to the woman. No, basically, no. I think it's a good potential relationship. It does have a game show feel. It's got a game show feel because Google insists on making a noise before giving me a number. I just should go to a web page and do it. I just should go to a web page. But no, I mean, this doesn't point to a catfish. It doesn't point to catfish at all. We do have the mice with the letter. It sort of points me to communications. I don't think that his communications are sometimes completely honest, but I don't think it's at a level of being catfished. I think sometimes his communications, he tries to accomplish a goal with those. He doesn't just throw down communications like I throw down tarot cards, right? I think that he thinks it through, and he's very careful about what he communicates, how he communicates it, and when he communicates it. And I think that's one of the factors about how he just does communication as far as that's concerned. But we got a double man, double woman. We got a, love. This is sort of like an old soul love, or a love that's going to last a long time, sort of growing together. So no, I don't really see a catfish. Now, what would you look for a catfish? I would definitely look for the fox. The fox is sly, right? Let's see what we would look for a catfish, just in case you don't know Lenormand, by the way. What would we look for the catfish? I would look for the fox. That would be my number one thing, would be the fox. And the reason your definition of catfish is they're pretending, and the fox is a pretender. Now, other people are saying, why not the snake? Why wouldn't you use the snake? The snake would just come out and be overtly like they are. So the snake would be something like that. Could have the clouds. Things are hidden about him. He has some things about him. Even maybe a sort of a stretch, maybe the book, a sort of a stretch, a closed book. By the way, closed book, open book, I think it's interesting to have something like that, a combination. With the mice, maybe so. The mice may point to the communications are, sort of being planned. Their communications have gone awry at some point, etc. But I don't see any of that. And I think that it's okay. You're not being catfished. Maybe trouted. I don't know. I'm just making this up. What can I expect from my ex after the retrograde? Oh, well, all right. Daphne Morris, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Hey, Google, pick a random number between 1 and 36.
Here's a random number, 29.
20. You picked 29 last time. 29's the woman. Hey, Google, pick another random number between 1 and 36.
1.
Okay. Make me go all the way to the top. 1. Google did that this morning, too. Were you here? Was anybody here this morning when Google picked 19 twice? It's really annoying. I need to just go to a website and just have a random number generator website. That's all I need. That's all I need. Anyway, so we have the Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde. It means a variety of things. Let's say, what's a little Lisa wants to know what the little boy card means. It means a variety of things. Go to my complete Lenormand course and yeah, go to the complete Lenormand course and check it out. Basically, it could mean immaturity. It could mean physical children, like some children are involved. It could mean that the relationship, you're going to have a baby. If it's combined with a stork, it could mean you're going to have a baby. Mo Greyhawk, hello, how's it going? All right. So, yeah, we have, could I expect from my ex after the retrograde? Was this the ex that was really annoying? I think I remember you previously. You had an ex that was fairly annoying. Fairly annoying. Those are the worst. Those are the worst. All right. What can you expect after the retrograde is up? Let's find out about that. Lamont, because I'm stressing. Well, that's not good. All right. Well, but where is he headed? Where is he headed? Okay. Well, that's okay. All right. That is interesting. That is interesting. After the retrograde, I think he's out of here. I think he's out of here after the retrograde. So yeah, so you had the annoying. I don't think he's out of here. I don't really think. If he does contact you, I think he'll try to just repair stuff. I think he'll be in a repair mode. Okay, so as a 5-year-old son, that would explain the child over the house. That would explain the child over the house. Okay. Well, it's almost like that. I don't know about that. But I think he's out of here. I think he's out. We have a double. All right, we have a double rider. I think that he's on his own. I think he has some other things going on, and I think he's pretty much out of there. I don't think he's going to be around. I don't think he's going to be bothering you as far as the being annoying. I don't think he's going to be annoying. I think he's going to sort of go his own way. He has his own path, and he has a lot of things going on after the retrograde that's going to be sort of fixed, and he's going to move on his own thing. The dog over the clover. So we're looking at sort of moving to friends almost, right? Moving in the direction of friends, or he has some friends over. This could also mean the arrival of a friend. I think that's interesting. So we do have sort of things that he's busy with. Could have an arrival of his friend. He could be hanging out with friends, going out with friends. It could keep him busy. He could have some conflicts with friends as well. Jen, hey, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. And Bright Light, what a great name. Thank you so much for your donation as well. So, sort of almost like a new friend arrives, or an old friend comes back and is keeping him busy. And basically they're going out, they're doing things, they're maybe even traveling together. So they're taking maybe the child with them as well, or the child stays home. This is an interesting combination. It could be like they're just sort of going out. They're going out and doing things, going out and partying possibly, and sort of getting a babysitter for the child and just letting all that sort of ride with that. I do also think that he has some medical issues that he's sort of dealing with as well. So anyway, the medical issues are not significant, but I do think that he does have some medical issues sort of going on, because we have or maybe somebody has medical issues going on. So we have sort of that feeling as well. Anyway, Mr. Maurice, thank you so much for your donation, sir. Greatly appreciate it. Do you see from me in the next 7 weeks, my current job and finances? All right. Well, cool. Wow. We got him rolling in. So Brianna's here. Brianna, you thought you made it slow. You made it busy tonight. Wow. Okay, cool. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you so much for your donation. All right. Why can't I remember my dreams lately? Latoya Johnson wants to know. Let's check that out. All right. Let's see. LTJ. Why can't I remember my dreams lately? Hey, Google. Pick a random number between 1 and 36.
5.
Divine Empowerment, thank you so much for joining us. I greatly appreciate it. How are you doing? How are you doing? It is Grand Central Station tonight. We're quite busy tonight. Doing Lenormand, Divine Empowerment. Have you tried this out yet? Mom Bear, hey, how's it going? Not me, it's the retrograde. It is the retrograde indeed. All right. So, Latoya, why can't you remember your dreams? You know what would be good for dreams? Does Lenormand even have a dream card? Does Lenormand even have a dream card? I'm not really sure. I'm trying to get a stretch here. Maybe the dreams could come in the form of information. Maybe the dreams could come in the form of information with the book. I'm thinking that is quite possible. Indeed, D, it is. It is busy tonight. We're rocking the house over here. So we're going to assume that, why can't you remember your dreams? Okay, so assuming the book is there, I mean, I do think that some of your dreams are negative in some respects. So I think that you're not remembering some of them because they're negative. I also think that you're not, you don't have the practice in. So do the standard practice, keep a journal, not a journal, keep up, some pieces of paper, a notebook beside the bed with a pencil. And then when you wake up, write your dreams down. So you're encouraging your subconscious to remember that dream, right? Because over here, we have the snake with a coffin, which actually sort of points to this thing. So you did have some positive dreams. You used to have some positive dreams and some interesting things in the dreams. And I think your dreams used to contain some valuable information that you were using on a day-to-day basis. But, one of the factors was that sometimes the dreams were negative. And I think your dreams have sort of trending to the negative, maybe because of the Mercury retrograde, maybe because of other factors in your life. But we do have a trend towards the negative in some of these dreams. And as that trend goes from the positive dreams that you had into the negative realm, I think that you sort of are choosing not to remember it, right? We do have the cloud over the home. It's like it's cloudy on purpose, or it's cloudy because you really just don't want to remember that. As well as, you're not keeping the dream journal. You're not doing the standard things to remember your dreams and to encourage your brain or encourage your subconscious to bring those out, which would be, just sort of when you wake up, writing it down or talking into a voice recorder or, just something that would let you remember those dreams, and so you can analyze them later. And I think that's going to be an important part, because as you're sort of moving through the retrograde, as you're sort of moving across this realm of the dreams and the clouds being obscuring this information, it's going to be important to extract that and to get that going. And I think that's really going to be a factor for you. But yeah, it seems that it's trended negative, right? We moved from the bouquet to the coffin, and we're looking at a bit more of a negative dreams that are coming about, and I think you're just sort of subconsciously trying to repress some of that, and in actuality, it would be better to remember those and analyze those and try to figure out why they're negative, or try to figure out why it's trending in that particular direction. So that would be the dream reading. I haven't done a dream reading in quite some time. That was fun. Thank you. All right, Divine Empowerment. Just say hello at the end, huh? Warning dreams. Yeah, sometimes your dreams do give you warnings as well. Good point. Hey, Google, pick a random number between 1 and 36. Hey, Google, pick a random number between 1 and 36.
29.
29. And down to the thing we go, because we have Jen, I think, next. Didn't you just do 29 a minute ago? All right. I think Google is just bugged. And yes, I know, if you're a software developer and you're going to tell me random is random, I know random is random. I'm a software developer. I'm just saying. What is coming for Jay and I this month? So Jen, I assume that you're female looking for a male. Let me know if you're not. If you're female looking for a female, let me know as well. I have cards that'll cover that. But for now, I assume that you're female looking for a male. So we're going to go with that. Let's find it. There we go. All right. So what is up for Jay and you? Coming up? And we could have put Jay there. But maybe not. All right. So it's Jen. We need to update the title. What is coming for Jay and I? All right, cool. Let's see. It's coming for Jay and I this month, this particular month. Well, that's not good at all. Well, what? Okay, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. Okay, let's see. What's coming? I assume you're in a relationship right now. Are you in a relationship right now, or is it sort of pending some drama, or how is the relationship going? Because the crossover the man is just kind of worrying me in this particular spread. And I don't want you to say that we're like having this fantastic relationship and we're soulmates and all this other stuff, and then I just lay down this crossover the man. I mean, I'm just saying. So let me know. What is nope? Which one is nope? So you're in a happy relationship or you're not in a happy relationship? Let me know. Because we do have a crossover the man. I mean, it usually means sort of just almost either things are not looking good or things are looking sort of, not exactly encouraging as far as this goes. We also have the sort of the tree going into there. It's almost like that there's some family issues that are sort of preventing them from being serious, or some family issues preventing them from going where you want to go, and it's sort of almost pulling them back. It's pulling them back a bit, and it's not allowing them to do what they want to do within the relationship. And pending relationship. Okay, if you're looking for a pending relationship with this particular person, entertainment purposes only, it's just me and Google here. Never trust both of us, especially Google. Never trust both of us as far as relationship decisions. But basically, it's not looking good. So it's almost like that they have their eye on other people, and they're really sort of devoted to that. And they're confused about where they should go. They're confused about who they should pick. And they're relying on basically, picking many people at once. And it almost seems that picking many people at once is their style. Again, I think that they have some family things happening as well, almost like there's some information coming, or the family moves into that, or the family is preventing them from doing that. Maybe they have some influences in the family or something like that. But I do think that they're sort of shopping around, they're doing things. If we're looking for a long-term relationship, you're looking for a great potential relationship with this particular person, it looks, as far as Lenormand says, it looks like that could be a bit challenging to sort of get in as well. And I think that they really sort of have this short-term relationship mindset as well. So they could be bailing after a period of time, even if you do get something started as well. So that's interesting. It's very interesting. This, it just seems like that they like a variety of people. They don't like a long-term relationship, and they're sort of in a mood or in a mode to where that they want to maximize the number of people that they're with almost. But again, entertainment purposes only. I'm just saying what I see with the Lenormand, that landing on top of the man is not exactly the best sign. So, okay, so you don't want a relationship with him. Well, that's good. That's good, because it doesn't look like that's going to turn out very well if you were to jump into that particular pool. It doesn't look like that. All right, what to expect from DDM, my love interest, bright light. Are you a female looking for a male? Let me know. If you're a female looking for a female, or male looking for a male, male looking for a female, bright light, let me know. BL, what to expect from DDM. What to expect from DDM. Let's find out about that. Hey, Google, pick a random number between 1 and 36.
Here's a random number, 22.
22. Google actually gave me a random number, not 29. It's a miracle. You're seeing a literal miracle on the channel right now, because I actually got a random number. Female, and he is a male. There we go. All right, he sounds young. So there could be a list. Star Travels, there is no list. Donations take priority, then I pick at random. But we have quite a few donations tonight, so I'm not sure about the random stuff. I am here every night. I'm here every night. If you're looking at this and you're like, what in the world is going on here? Well, I have a complete course that covers every one of these cards, and it covers all of the spreads I'm using right now. So you're going to have all the information you need if you want to jump into this. Lenormand is fantastic because it's cheap. The decks are like $10. And I have a free downloadable cloth that you can use as well. You don't have to buy any cloth. I have a free downloadable one that you can use and print on Amazon for like $8. Mo Greyhawk, hello. How's it going? I appreciate that. Mo Greyhawk says, love all your work and your upfront style. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. So we're going for 22. And we're going for the male. And let's see, what? Male. Okay. Female looking for male. Bright light. I'm a female, he's a male. Okay. So we're asking particularly about him. We're asking particularly about him. So let's look here. What can I expect from him? My love interest. All right. So we're going to throw down a him on there. That's not looking too encouraging. Let's find out. I don't want to do 2 bad news in a row. Come on. Come on. I just did a bad news. I will do another bad news. Give me some good news. I want good news up in here tonight. He landed on 22. Blame Google. Blame Google. The different pathways. And, well, okay. All right. All right. Love interest. So you're, this is terrible. So you actually, are you dating this person? Are you dating this person, or is you love interest meaning you're chasing him, or you're actually dating him or something like that? The Lynn, or the light with Lynn, doodling some Lenormand symbols. Cool. That's awesome. Jade, welcome. How are you? It's so good to see you. So yeah, let us know what has happened with this particular person. Had to clear my throat. Need some water. Need some water. All right. So it's somebody that you're interested in. You're not currently dating them. Understood. Understood. I think that you have other options. I think that you have other options. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. I think that you have other options. And I do think that they're going to the bank to charge me over a draft again. Oh, no. Best friend expressed feelings, have a lot going on. Right. I mean, I think this person has other options and maybe a couple of different options. If you're looking for, I don't know, if you're looking for sort of forwarding on from friendship into blossoming into something else that doesn't look like something that that is going to turn into a relationship. It looks like something that would turn into friends with benefits. So if you're interested in this particular person and they're currently a friend and you don't mind friends with benefits, I think that that would be beneficial here. If you do mind that and you're looking for a more long-term relationship, I don't think this particular person is the optimal choice for this. It's the optimal choice for this. I think that the relationship would get awkward quickly. I think that it would jeopardize the friendship, which I don't think is something that you're looking for. I think you're looking for maybe, gone personally. Okay. I think you're looking for maybe something more in the relationship realm instead of the friends with benefits. But if you are looking for friends with benefits, I think that that is a possibility here by far. But again, I mean, it just doesn't seem like this is a good choice if you want to just sort of move forward and have a long-term relationship, transform the friendship into this beautiful thing. I think that you eventually, pretty quickly actually, as far as the tarot is concerned, or Lenormand is concerned, you would get into a situation where it's awkward. You don't like the new setup. You don't like the new environment that you've entered into. And someone ends up leaving, and then the friendship becomes awkward, etc. So if you're looking at converting the friendship over, friends with benefits, I think would work. I think it would actually work. Relationship, not so much, not so much. I mean, again, it just seems like that there's a bunch of different options that you have, and the wrong one in this situation would be a formal love relationship pursuit would not be something that works out. Again, at least as far as Lenormand is concerned, that looks a bit challenging. It looks like there would be numerous challenges that would sort of crater the friendship eventually. So let's see. Wheel of the cards are serving the tea. Indeed. All right. Hey, Google, pick a random number between 1 and 36.
19.
19. You see, for me in the next 7 weeks in my current job and finances, Mr. Maurice Evans Jones, sir, you have donated to me in the past, and it has been a long time. I remember you because I love, and I mean I love your name. So I remember that you were here before. All right, maybe not in the stream, but I remember I gave you a reading before. Okay, MEJ. Let's see. 7 weeks. Job and finances. We'll use 19, she said. 19, she said. We'll go over here. I just love your name. I really love your name. Anyway, I have such a boring name. Everyone has these great names. We have these awesome names. Bright Light, Queen Famous. We have all these amazing names. And then there's me, TarotOracle. How boring is that? How boring is that? All right, so we need to use the fox for this. Let's look at job and finances. We're going to go, well, I'm sorry, we're going to go with a bear. I think the bear will be good. Because we did job and finances, we're going to skip the fox and just go with a bear. I think that's going to be the best thing. Look for the finances. Queen Famous, who's next? It is Mr. Maurice, Deborah Taylor, and then Daphne Morris. That's what we got, the combination here. So the main focus is going to be the finances. If you're looking for finances, I think it's going to be pretty steady within the next 7 weeks, right? We're sitting right on the tower. Thanks to Google choosing 19, your finances look steady, stable. It looks like, as far as the job is concerned, the tower is that stability with the job. It's also the stability with the finances as well. I think things are going to stabilize and things are going to be pretty cool. I think things are going to be pretty cool and not too iffy or not too risky. I do think that you're going to have, okay, that is a very, very interesting card and moves into another very, very interesting card. I think that you're going to have another job opportunity that is going to sort of be luring you out. And I don't say that, okay, 7 weeks is not very long in job terms, really, right? If you have a steady job, maybe you have a part-term job, 7 weeks is forever. But 7 weeks is not really that long of a period if you're looking at a steady job. What I think is going to happen in the next 7 weeks, because we have the rider here directly over the garden, I think that you're going to get rumors or you're going to get some information from your contacts at your job about another opportunity that you could take. And I think that the other opportunity is probably not going to be the best one. It's going to be sort of a bit of an allure that sounds fantastic. And it does look like something you'd be interested in. And so I would encourage you to heavily and thoroughly research this before you dive in, because again, I think it's very alluring. I think it's very attractive. Again, you're not getting offered it. They're not handing it to you. They're not saying, Maurice, here, will you take this? I think that you hear rumbles about it and you hear things about it and you get excited because it sounds great. But again, we're looking at the mountain. I think some things go awry with this particular job situation that is coming open. And awry meaning it's almost like that there's a reduction of benefits for this particular job, or there's a reduction of pay for the particular job, or there's more work, much more work than you're anticipating for this particular job as well. But it is out there in the rumor mill, and it is something that you're interested in. It sounds like something that would be perfect for you. But again, I would encourage you to heavily research that. It's almost like they're purposefully delaying this job, or they're purposefully, in other words, the job's not firm. Does it make sense? So you'll have a requisition that's open, but it's not firmed up yet. It's not actually there 100% yet. And if you take the bait, it's not literally bait, but if you take that bait and express your interest in it, and then the job just basically craters, now you have this sort of perception around the office that maybe, you're looking for something else. Maybe you're not as stable as they think you are. And just don't take that bait. Make sure you heavily research this and don't express interest in this particular position immediately. Make sure that you sort of get that as far as that. But I mean, we just see a lot of stability within that. We see a lot of stability within that. And I think that there, again, we had the scythe right before that, though, which could means there could have been cuts and you could have job cuts around you. You could have heard about job cuts. There's a bunch of people in chat asking about job cuts as well. And the fact that we had the scythe right there sort of points me to that you may have heard about job cuts, and that could be why you're asking. Could be why you're asking because there's the rumor mill is pretty hot around job cuts right now. So, but you don't look affected. You're right on the tower. I think that you're very stable. I don't think that things are going to be too bad for you. And I think things are going to firm up and be pretty good for you. But again, if you hear about a job situation before you jump in, make sure that you research that, just the way it goes there. Or if that scythe means that you are getting cut or something like that, let me know. But yeah, you want to be researching that. So Deborah donated. Thank you, Deborah, so much for your donation. Let me figure out if you had a question or not. Let me scroll around. This is the most entertaining part of the stream, by the way, when I scroll around. Deborah, did you have a question? Let me know. Deborah, let me know, and I'll get your question next because we have 10 billion chat messages, and I can't find your question. I'm sorry. Let me know if you did have a question, but thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Is there anything special coming up for me in the month of July? There we go. All right, Deborah does have a question. Let's hop on that. Anything special in June, July? I hope so. Hey, Google, pick a random number between 1 and 36.
18.
18. All right, we're going to move over there. Anything special? Anything special? Let's find out. So you're going to be, where are you going to be? You're going to be on 19. You're going to be on 19. There we go. No, put you on 18. Put you on 18. And then we'll just go out into the future. We'll just stretch out into the future because we'll put you on 18. Google wants 18. We'll give Google 18. We'll give Google 18. Figure out how that's going. Okay, so there's that. See that, and that, and that, and that. We got a lot of interesting stuff. I think that June and July, you're going to run into a friend that you haven't seen in quite some time. It's going to be an old friend. You're just going to run into this person. And it's going to be sort of a reunite type situation, which is going to be cool. And I think that this person has been traveling. This person has been moving around, and we almost have the double move. And I think they're done moving around, and they're sort of, going to be more in town or more near you. And so you're going to have a reunite with an old friend. Basically, that's going to be in the month of June and July. I also think that you're going to have an opportunity to go somewhere with this friend as well. The trip is not really going to be something that manifests, but they're really interested in planning it. Soul Tribe Tarot, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. But I don't think the trip is going to manifest. I think you're going to get excited about it. You're going to be planning it. It's going to be like a summer vacation almost for you. You're going to want to go out with this friend, etc. But I think that sort of gets cut short. I don't think that vacation actually gets done. And then that sort of, there's sort of some factors that come into play with that, where the vacation can't make it. There's also some other plans that you're going to make during June and July to go places. And some of those are going to run into some issues as well. So it almost seems like you enter into this staycation type situation involuntarily, right? Involuntarily, where you want to go places, you want to do something, you have a lot of plans, you want to be doing these things, but you keep running into issues, and that sort of hinders you from doing that and getting into that as well. But I do think that you're able to sort of, do things locally, go out with friends and do things like that as well. I don't see anything as far as money-wise, any big change. I don't see anything with a career or anything like that. It just seems like it's just sort of this reunite with friends, trying to get things planned. You're constantly running into issues and you're just not able to do that. So it looks like maybe the staycation, maybe your better option and things like that. HX Shimzy, hello, how are you? HX Shimsey, I'm green across the board. I have a gigabit internet, and it's green. I have green everything across the board, so I'm assuming that's going to be on your end. All right, so anyway, so yeah, that's sort of what happens with June and July. The trip gets canceled, things get canceled, but finding the old friend is good, and being able to reunite and sort of hang out with an old friend that sort of just arrived in town, and they're going to be around more often, and you're going to be able to do a lot of catching up with this person. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to look like a very entertaining time. All right. Deep South accent. Follow the Deep South accent. All right. We have a ton of questions. How can I be at peace? Am I chasing the wrong thing? TR wants to know, how can you be at peace? I have no idea what card I'm going to use for that. Anybody have any ideas? How can I be at peace? What's the significator for how can I be at peace? The woman, I guess? Hey, Google, pick a random number between 1 and 36.
Here's a random number, 9.
9. And off to 9 we go. Off to 9 we go. How can you be at peace? Let us find out. Go with the woman. Go with the woman. How can you be at peace? Over here. Okay. Let's find out, how can you be at peace? Dr. Mystical Tarot, welcome, my friend. How are you? By the way, if you haven't seen Dr. Mystical Tarot, and I did a How to Start Your YouTube channel, it is on, and it is awesome. We were just rocking it. Dr. Mystical, we were rocking it. And Dr. Mystical and I are going to be doing a How to Do Psychic Fairs, basically a psychic fair walkthrough. Because we've both been doing psychic fairs. We both have experience with it. That'd be fun. I've never seen that. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do how to do psychic fairs. I'm pretty excited about that. How to be at peace. I think you have a lot of negative self-talk. Maybe not a ton, but I think you have some negative self-talk, right? The woman over the whip. I think that you expect a lot of yourself. You have some self-talk like, why didn't I do that right? Why did this interfere with this? I should have done this way. And of course, hindsight is 20/20, and you get into a situation where you're just sort of flogging yourself over unnecessary things, or things that you didn't have control over, or things that obviously you're going to make mistakes, and that's just how it goes. So I think that there's that factor that's sort of coming in with that, right? I do think that also, as far as being at peace, sort of the old ways of doing things, I don't think really work a lot of the times for you. I think that you need to be more inventive in how you approach different aspects of your life, and figure out new ways of doing things, figure out unusual ways of doing things that are gonna take you out of your comfort zone. I think that you're in your comfort zone so much, that you come into a situation where it's just not getting you the results that you need. So do things outside of that comfort zone. You sort of cut the old ways, right? Haley, how's it going? Thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. So, find ways to do things that are not the old ways. Find ways to invent, find ways to sort of innovate with that as well. I think, as well as sort of expand your horizons with the things that you enjoy. So if you enjoy tarot, if you enjoy the occult, if you enjoy things like that, sort of read up on that. Get online, read up on that, do some learning, do some expansion of where you're at, or do some expansion of how things that you're comfortable with. But basically, yeah, it's that, just watch the self-talk, do things that are going to be outside of your comfort zone. And don't let people sort of influence you at all, right? Don't let people influence you. If someone says something, it could be a bit negative. Somebody sort of hints that something is negative, you're not doing something good, just sort of ignore them. Don't take that negative feedback and take it with you. Say, okay, well, thanks for your opinion, and then move on, and then do it your way. Because I don't think a lot of that is going to be very beneficial for you if you take people's gossip, if you take people and take their opinions of you and take it to be factual things. I don't think that's going to do you any good. All right. So is the X trying to reconcile? Hey Google, Pick a random number between 1 and 36.
26.
Right. Go over here to 26 with the book. We're going to do the book right now. On that course of Lenormand. Info for the course. Check my videos. Soul Tribe Tarot. Check my videos. Assume that Daphne, you are a female with an ex of a male, right? Your ex is male. So let's find out what the ex is doing here. Throw down a male and try that. So we're down here at the bottom of the, We're down here at the basement. We got the basement going on here. Let's find out about this. See how it's going. So do they want to jump in here or not? X isn't going to try to reconcile or do better. Well, Paula, thank you so much for your subscription. I greatly appreciate it. Basically, no. Basically, no. They still have feelings for you. I think they still have feelings for you. Is the X isn't going to try to reconcile and do better. I think they have feelings for you, right? We have the moon over this. We have the moon over this, over the man. I think they do have feelings for you. Do they want to continue something? Do they want to jump into something long term? I don't think so. We have pretty much a sort of the terminal end to this. I don't think that they really want to. I don't think that they want to jump into something long term. Maybe short term. Maybe they like the back and forth. Maybe a bit of, a quick reunite and having fun, just for having fun's sake. I do think that they're still emotionally attached to you. I do think they like you in short bursts kind of thing, right? But again, sort of that last card really sort of points to, I don't think that they want something permanent. Now you're asking, are they playing games? Because that would be my next question, right? I think that they got some other options. I think they have some other things going on. And I think that they'll pretty much almost like tell you, if you ask directly, they'll tell you, what do you want out of this? Do you want a long-term relationship? Do you want something, quick, and then we have some fun, etc., and get together for a short period of time? But I think that it could be an on-off relationship, or it could be something to where you just want a quick reunite and then move on with your lives. But long-term, I just don't see that being a thing. Again, they do have feelings for you. I think they have some strong feelings for you, but they're confused. They got a lot of other things going on, but I don't think that they're in a position to where they're going to be comfortable diving into a really long relationship again, or diving into something super serious again. Again, they still have feelings. Absolutely. We have that all over the place. But, and I think that they would tell you, I think they'll eventually tell you what the status is of the relationship, the snake, right? I think that they will be very verbal as far as what they want. They're going to be very verbal as far as what they want. The snake doesn't hide things. The snake just presents itself. Sometimes the snake has a bit of an allure to them. The snake does have that allure, right? But I don't think they're going to have any hidden agendas. I just think that they don't really know what they want in a lot of times. But again, they do have feelings for you. So, if you want to do the vacay and all that stuff, if you're thinking that you're going to get back together permanently, entertainment purposes only, by the way, never make a relationship decision based upon me. And, but it just doesn't look good for just a long-term, let's get together, let's live together for the rest of our lives type situation. Anyway, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Mo, love all your work and your upfront style. Thank you so much, Mo. I assume that means you don't have a question. I appreciate it, Mo. Thanks for hanging out with us. Should I move on from Lamont? Oh, let's find out. All right, we got Queen Famous, Lady, Soul Tribe, and Haiti. I just watched Kenny Rogers' Lady. That's too funny. Lady. Okay, Queen Famous. Should I move on from Lamont? Hey, Google. Pick a random number between 1 and 36.
Here's a random number, 3.
Okay, so move on from Lamont. Let's find out about that. Hop on to 3. Well, look what we have on 3. Look what we have on 3. Well, there's your answer. Uh-oh. Indeed. Uh-oh, indeed. So, do I even have to do this reading? Because because, I mean, I'm just saying right now. Okay. Can I find a man in here? Is it really going to be the last card? Are you really going to be the last card? Don't do this to me. Okay. Wow. And wow. And wow. And okay. And okay. All right. Absolutely, positively, 100%. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. Never make relationship decisions based upon a random tarot guy. I'm sorry. It had to land. You can blame Google. You can blame Google. Google. Hey, Google. It's your fault.
I looked for It's Your Fault, but it either isn't available or can't be played right now.
It can't be played indeed. We have not only did the man land on the ship, but we have the cross and the... Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. I wish I could give you good news. Entertainment purposes only. Did I mention that, Brianna? I think I mentioned that every 30 seconds. But I'm just saying, not only do we have this factor here that says, yeah, let's move on, but it's almost like that there's a lot of negative influence around the home if you don't. And then we have the whip. I mean, this is pretty bad. It's a pretty bad read. It's a pretty bad read. So if you want to move on, this looks like the golden opportunity to move on before the rest of it sort of enters the picture. So yeah, sorry, I hate to do that. I love getting great news, but if I give great news to everybody, I don't think anybody would tune in. But yeah, I mean, we do have the moon over the. I mean, I think there's some feelings there. Let's get some good news out of here. We have to have some good news. We can't just do all bad news here. I think there are some feelings here, and I think that you two go together. I think that you two went well together, and I think there was a time to where both of you were really tight. I think both of you were really in tune with each other, and I think that there was that time, there was that opportunity to where things just went right. I think it felt right. I think everything was great, and I think you really had a passionate, loving connection with each other, right? And I think that you missed each other a lot when you were gone. I think you really had a lot of feelings for this person, and everything was really sort of going on. And then reality hit, I guess, kind of thing. But as far as answering your question, these three pretty much answer your question absolutely and definitively. So anyway, yeah. Oh, I hate doing bad readings. I don't like bad readings. Hey Google, why do you give me 3? Really? Why do you have to give me the ship? Seriously. Anyway, is he coming back? I would say no. Hey Google, pick a random number between 1 and 36.
6.
6. All right. What is in 6? Do we have something terrible again? 6 is the clouds. Okay, we don't have something good. What is going on between D and I? Let's find out. Well, the clouds could mean L and V. What's going on with D and I? All right. Who is this reading for? It's for L and V. The reading is right here, right there. And then, yeah, we got to leave after this. So, ending soon. We're going to end after this series of readings. We got Soul Tribe Tarot after this one, and then Haiti Gonzalez. And then we are going to go eat. We're going to go eat. All right. Okay. So, 6 is the clouds. Do we have enough to sort of move on from 6 with the clouds and then go forth? And to go forth. There is some, okay, lady. So you're obviously a lady. Are you looking, is this a man or is this a woman? Let me know who D is. Is D a man or a woman? I'm going to assume it is a man. So what is going on? Let's put the love down. Let's put the love down. Put down some hearts and see how that goes. Hearts are the ring. This sort of depends. That's what I don't like about Lenormand. It greatly depends on their answer to things. And I have to ask like 50 questions. So, lady, let me know. Let me know what's going on there. I'll just do this. We'll just do this. We'll just do this, and that way we don't got to worry about the rest of it. So, really late today. Wanted to say hi. Cosmic Wonderland Tarot, hello. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for joining the stream and hanging out with me. But yeah, I mean, there is some confusion around that, right? I mean, we have that. You landed right on the clouds. There is some confusion about what is going on. Obviously, I mean, master the obvious. That's why you asked the question in the first place. But I believe there is a lot of confusion happening. And I don't think things are very clear. I think that the communication that you have is not accomplishing a lot of your goals of trying to figure out things. But I do think that you need to get this cleared up. And getting it cleared up is going to answer a lot of questions. But, you know, it's me, Jocelyn. Jocelyn, welcome. Cosmic Wonderland Tarot's Jocelyn. Okay, got that in memory. But I do think there's a lot of confusion around that. And I think some of that confusion is on purpose from D. I think D sort of instigates some of this confusion. And I think that, I don't know, it's almost like they're trying to cause maybe a bit of drama, or they're trying to sort of get things rolling, or maybe some things. But we have the mice, right? We're sort of moving from the lady into the mice. Things aren't going as well as planned, and it's almost like that the relationship is sort of self-destructive, maybe. Not that's a bit extreme, but you know what I'm saying. The relationship doesn't go perfectly smoothly all the time because of certain factors, and the certain factors come from the miscommunication. The certain factors come from maybe one person wants something completely different than the next person, but you just have the mice sort of running around causing havoc. Right? Causing havoc. And I think that's going to be something that is one of the deals. Oh, you got a video. Okay, let me go sub. Here. Hang on. Sorry. I'll do the bell too. I did the bell on your channel, Jocelyn. There we go. So, but yeah, and the mice are wandering around. They're causing havoc. May not be the optimal thing. Oh, that is really odd. Really? That is odd. But... so now I'm curious. So now I want some feedback. He thought I friend zoned him, and he's been acting like a baby ever since. Yeah. The home, right? The home. This happy home. Everything is being happy. Everything is content, but it's over the coffin. It just seems like that you're going to have some challenges with getting a relationship going. You're going to get challenges getting a relationship going. And it's going to be just because of the mice. The mice are almost in between you and the happy home. You're just going to have some challenges and sort of, you know, dealing with him. And I don't really think he's going to get any better. I think that this is going to be one of the people that enjoys sort of the little action or the little adventure that you go on when you get into those situations. I mean, that's not good for true communication. That's not good for a long-term relationship. But I mean, you already know this, right? You already know this. But I think part of this is that that's just how he was sort of taught growing up, as far as doing that. And maybe he's a bit spoiled. I don't know. Maybe he just had personality issues. Maybe he just had a rough growing up. But I mean, this is just how he is. It's not something that he just sort of made up. I mean, he was sort of taught this over time, and this is just his personality and just how sometimes he gets like that, you know, when things go rough or when situations go sort of south. So, but yeah, again, you're just going to have to sort of deal with that. And the mice are going to interrupt a happy home life with this person, until you get the mice out of the picture, until you get these factors out of the picture and have him sort of chill out a bit. You're gonna have a continual sort of issue there. So I mean, yeah. So he's a good guy, very mature, kind of messed up, can be harsh, but I don't know. Yeah, you're just gonna have to get rid of the mice. You're gonna have to fix the communication. You're gonna have to get rid of those things. You're gonna have to sort of get him to chill out in order to move forward. But the home is the last card. Does mean that it is possible to get into, you know, to get him to settle down, to get into the relationship. But obviously you're going to have to fix stuff. You're going to have to fix what has been already caused in order to do that. So, I mean, that's kind of a master of the obvious reading there, right? But the mice do point to those factors preventing you from getting into that happy home or from getting into that happy relationship. And you do need to address those issues. So I just told you what you already knew, basically. Okay, his best friend just died, and I threw a very dry... Okay, yeah, well... All right. Yeah, so get rid of those mice, you know, make an apology, go through that. So, yeah. Dry humor. Dry humor sometimes comes back to bite us. I have dry humor as well. Soul Tribe Tarot, thank you so much for your donation. All right. Soul Tribe Tarot, yes, you too. Soul Tribe Tarot, what is your question? Dr. Mystical. So Soul Tribe Tarot did a donation, said hello to Dr. Mystical, and I don't see a question. Soul Tribe Tarot, if you do have a question, let me know what it is, and I'll be happy to answer that. I'm still sort of scrolling around trying to find if you asked a question earlier, but we have a ton of people and a ton of comments, and I'm not finding it. I've been in this country for almost 10 years, originally from the East Coast, okay? Anyway, if that's just a raw donation, I greatly appreciate it. And if not, let me know. Just posted it. Okay. I want to say thank you. I can ask a question another time. Okay, I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. All right, Haiti Gonzalez wants to know 7 African power gods is going to help me. I assume that's a question. Hey, Google, what's a random number between 1 and 36?
Here's a random number, 6.
7 African power gods going to help me, and he picked 6, but we picked 6 again. So random is random, I guess. Random is random, I guess. What is a significator for African power gods? What would be a god? What would be a god? What do you think? What do you think? The Tower? The Tower? I'm going to say the Tower for a god. That would be my best guess. That would be my best guess. Zena, hello. How's it going? Thank you so much for your donation. We've been off and on for more than 10 years as a twin flame relationship. Is there a union? Let's find out in just a second. All right, that's going to be the last reading. It's been a busy night. Been hopping. We traded Saturday night being busy to Sunday night being busy. I appreciate all of you being here. You're so awesome. All of you are so awesome. Brianna, this is so awesome. I appreciate you being here as well. Brianna's doing some moderation over here. Everybody is hanging out. So are they going to give you some guidance? I mean, 7 African power gods are going to give you some guidance. I think so. I think so. We're moving from the Tower, which I'm assuming is sort of but we're coming in from the birds, from the messages. I think there are a lot of different messages sort of coming through from this particular thing, right? I think you do have messages coming through. So I do think that they're going to offer guidance. I do think they're going to offer some assistance. Right after that, we have the sun as well. I think that their guidance is going to be very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. Not the sun, the star, but what I think their guidance is going to be very, very helpful in getting you to where you want to be, or sort of guiding you in many respects to where you want to be. I think that also they are going to assist you in sort of finding yourself as well, finding yourself and bringing some clarity to some of your personality traits, or giving you some clarity on some of your thoughts or how things work, or your basically learning more about yourself, or clarifying some of the confusing things about yourself, because we have the clouds under here, which again points to, I think that you do have some confusion and you do have some lack of clarity within many things in your life. And that's why you're sort of reaching out and trying to get the guidance, or trying to find this clarity. And I do think, again, they're going to bring in that clarity, and they're going to guide you in many different respects, as well as let you find yourself and let you learn more about yourself and your limitations and your strengths and things like that. So I think this is a very good movement. We have the movement card as well. So it's sort of this arrival, or sort of the movement arrival of the messages. The messages are coming in. So yes, absolutely, they are going to guide you and help you. We have the arrival of the messages, right? We have the arrival of the messages sort of moving in progressively. I don't think they'll all be in one big download, but I think it'll be in different increments. They're going to get these and bring that in, get that guidance, and help you along the way. So that's a very, very good spread for that question. I think it's an excellent question. Excellent question and excellent spread. As we do that, then we'll do one more reading, and we're going to get out of here. This has been a busy night. Awesome. So Xena, not the warrior princess, Xena wants to know, okay, so Xena wants to know, we've been on and off for more than 10 years. Wow, is that a twin flame? I hope so. I hope so. 10 years twin flame? Let's find out about that. By the way, if you didn't get your question answered, I'm here every single night. I'm here every single night. Hey, Google, pick a random number between 1 and 36.
Here's a random number, 33.
33. What is and 33? Is it a twin flame? Whoa. Whoa. We may have a yes. We may have a yes. We may have a yes. All right. So I assume that you are a female looking for male. I assume that you're, well, it doesn't matter what you're looking for. You're a female. Let me know if you're not a female. Is this a twin flame? This is quite interesting. This is quite interesting. What do we got here? We have a very, very interesting twin flame. I think is a new thing for the soulmate. I don't know. But I mean, yeah, the key, right? The key resides within you. The key resides within this relationship. The key resides within this relationship. I really think you do. I really think you do. The fish point to an individual amongst the crowd. Does that make sense? An individual amongst the crowd. An individual standing out amongst the crowd. And because the birds are on top of that, it's like that you've been receiving messages that this is true. You've been receiving messages that you are destined to be together. I think you've received messages from different sources that sort of say this as well. So let me move this over. Okay, so I think the key resides within the relationship. Basically, you're looking at a yes. And I think that you received messages over time that you are indeed a pair or a couple that is different than a normal couple, different than a couple that you see out on the street, different than a couple that you know, or things like that. The mice say that you do have things creeping in that will separate you. The mice do separate, well, not literally, but the scythe separates, but the mice do introduce the mice does introduce a bit of drama or introduce a bit of spice that is going to be separate, that's going to separate you or bring about changes and things like that. So, but you can't really avoid that with the mice, right? You can't really avoid that with the mice. So that sort of points to that on and off type thing as well with the 10 years. And the tower being right before this, along with the star, indicate to me that this is a strong structure of a relationship. If the mice were eliminated, that would be great. That would be great, but I don't think either one of you want that. I don't think either one of you want that. I think that you do enjoy leaving, coming back, leaving, coming back. By the way, that is the pattern of physical soulmate, is leaving, coming back, leaving, coming back. Physical soulmates are known for that, right? So you could be looking at a physical soulmate. By the way, I have a video on physical soulmate if you want to watch that to figure out if that could be possibly how you both work. But that is a pattern in soulmate, in soulmates. The physical soulmate leaves, comes back, and that's just how it is, and that's how it always will be. So you do have messages, I believe, that you've had readings before. I think that the birds say that you've had tarot readings, you've had other people say that, this is something that is both of you are in tune with each other and destined to be together. So absolutely, positively points towards that. And on that, I'm going to get out of here. Busy night. Thank you, everybody. Oh, wow. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me and doing the Lenormand thing I know it's a bit different tonight, or tomorrow we'll do the standard tarot, but thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.